So we do have some breaking news. It says here, according to Fernando Polo, that Rafael Leao is crazy over a move to FC Barcelona, who have now started considering the Portuguese winger as a very concrete option for the summer. So if you guys were wondering, what is Barcelona going to do? Is it going to be Nico Williams or Rafael Leao to reinforce the left wing position? And it does seem like Barcelona are standing strong on what they do believe in, and that is, if the train passes once and you say no, we're never going to come back again to pick you up. Barcelona are no longer interested in any other winger besides Rafael Leao. And here's the thing. The player himself, Leao, wants to join FC Barcelona. This is not just a one-party thing. This is not just Barcelona and Joan Laporta like getting on their knees begging for Leao to join their club. Leao himself is also meeting Barcelona halfway. Fernando Polo continues to state that Leao wants Barcelona and he's crazy over it. He believes they are at a great level and is continuing to grow under Hansi Flick and a stadium that's going to be the best once it's done. He wants to join a team where he can win big, and Barcelona attempts to sign him. So once again, it's huge news because we have never reported on news like this. We have never heard of Leao extending his hand and being crazy over a move to FC Barcelona. And not just this, right? It gets even crazier. Fernando Polo continues to state that just like Rafael Leao, Jonathan David is also very crazy over the idea of joining Barcelona, although not everyone within the club agrees with his signing, hence why it's still being monitored in detail. The club is in the analyzing phase. So if you guys do not know what that means, that's basically like the scouts of Barcelona looking at Jonathan David in person, in his games, how he performs, how he moves, what's his attitude like, is he consistent? They're gathering data, gathering information, and then saying, okay, how can we fit this at Barcelona? Is it the correct move? Can he be the missing piece to the puzzle and be a great backup to Lewandowski? Can we rely on this player? Does he have a great first touch? They don't want to make the same mistake that they have done in the past, like signing a striker that does not even have a great first touch and also needs some work. They want to be able to make sure that if they were to sign a brand new number 9, that number 9 can bring in a lot of quality within an instant. So then it continues to state here, both Leao and Jonathan David have already respectively informed and sent clear messages to Barcelona about their desire to join, meaning that Barcelona do have leverage. It also means that Laporta can give out great offers that does not destroy this club. It's not like Barcelona have to work on trying to persuade Jonathan David and Rafael Leao to join them, right? Barcelona just have that much of a pool. Barcelona are that much of a persuasive club that brings the best players in the world. And within Barcelona, they also believe that Leao could explode under Hansi Flick and his team, which makes a lot of sense, right? Because Barcelona is a team that plays vertical, high pace. They love to make runs behind the defense. They like players that are fast. You bring someone like Leao at Barcelona, of course, Leao would explode under this team. And with Lamine Yamal also being there, with Pedri, with Gavi, with Dani Olmo, Leao will finally get the service that he does deserve, and he's going to be a monster on the left wing position. A monster. Like, I don't know if you guys have seen him play with the ball. He is freaking amazing, dribbling through many different players. He's a 1v1 monster. He's very strong. It's not like we're signing a left winger that is small, a little timid, or a little weak or something like that. It's not like Neymar of 2014 or 2013, nor is it a Joao Felix type of winger where once again, you're very small and you have to rely on your technique to get you through. No, Leao is a monster from a physical standpoint and also from a technical standpoint. This guy knows how to beat any defender, whether that is Militao or like Guardiola, any tough, bogey center back or fullback. Leao can struggle his way through, and that is going to be huge for Barcelona. Just to give you guys more context, if Leao were to join us, he would be the second tallest player at Barcelona. The only player that would be slightly taller than him would be Ronald Araujo. So just imagine Araujo, but much faster, really good on the ball, and being able to score on the left flank. Isn't that crazy? Now look, it has not been the first time that we have been linked with Leao. Like over the past few years, Barcelona have always been interested. For example, Barcelona first showed interest in Leao when he was at Lille. His performance in Ligue 1 really did caught the attention of several big clubs, and including Barcelona. However, at that time, the transfer did not materialize and Leao moved to AC Milan. And then when he went to AC Milan, Leao developed a lot, but he has always been in Barcelona's radar. And because of his contract renewals, the high performances, and the dynamics that he has has been showing at AC Milan, it has only reignited Barcelona's interest because they know that he is that good. And currently, there's nothing wrong going on between AC Milan and Leao. It's not like Leao was mad at AC Milan for like whatever reason. There's no drama. There is literally nothing. The reason why Leao wants to join Barcelona is because he wants to take that extra step. He's 25 years old. He is about to get to the prime of his career. And I know that he's going to want to use his prime years at a bigger club like Barcelona. No offense to AC Milan. AC Milan is a big club to me. AC Milan is amazing, but you cannot compare Barcelona and what they are compared to AC Milan. Obviously, Leao wants to join a team where he knows he can win a lot of trophies. And also keep in mind that this move and this operation can materialize with the help of Jorge Mendes, who is the agent of Leao, and Jorge Mendes has a great relationship with Joan Laporta. And so in the end, he would be a perfect fit for Barcelona. I can really see a front three of Leao, Lewandowski, and Lamine Yamal. His dribbling ability, his speed, his creativity, the capacity to score and assist would make him ideal for Barcelona's style of play. I would also say that, yes, he's pretty young. Like, we have talked about how he's about to enter the prime of his career. He's 25 years old. That's not young, but that's not old either. I think that Leao can give us 5 to 6 really good years and give the competition to Rafinha, because with Leao potentially coming to this club, it does not mean that Barcelona are moving away from Rafinha and that Rafinha is finished or Rafinha has been under-delivering. No, that's not the case here. Leao is being signed because they want to have this player to start at Barcelona and bring competition to Rafinha, a player that can play in other positions, right? So it does not always have to be Leao in, Rafinha out. Rafinha can play in the cam role. He can play on the right wing position. He can play in various positions. And yes, let them battle it out. Let Leao fight for his position to Rafinha. Let Rafinha lose his position and try to gain the position back. It's going to be amazing to witness. Also keep in mind, like I have said, if Rafinha gets injured today and he is out for the next 3 to 4 weeks, who is going to be our ideal replacement? Barcelona do not have that. And so the quality and depth that Barcelona will have in about a year from today is going to be spectacular. Like, I like the fact that if Rafinha gets injured, Leao can come in. If Lewandowski gets injured, Jonathan David can come in. If Lamine Yamal gets injured, we can have Rafinha go on the right wing position with ease and without losing any strength on the left side, with Leao now being there. It has been a very long time since Barcelona had a very effective left winger and a left winger that can be generational. I think ever since Neymar left, Barcelona have failed to have a world-class left winger. We have used Ansu Fati before. We have used Ferran Torres. We have used Adama Traoré, who sometimes played in that position. Now we have Rafinha, who has been our biggest upgrade, but having someone like Leao would be the next step. So if we look at Leao's contract right now, once again, 25 years old, he's a left winger. Transfer market does rate him at 75 million euros. So I do expect for Barcelona to maybe pay around 70 million euros to around 78 million euros. I have said this before and I'm going to say it again. I said it on the Discord group chat. If Barcelona were ready to pay 58 million euros for Nico Williams after signing Dani Olmo, that does mean that Barcelona have 58 million euros in their accounts and they're willing to spend that for the next player that is available. And fortunately for us, Leao is going to be the next candidate. And let me tell you, the fact that they had 58 million euros in the summer of 2024, you don't think that maybe they're going to be having more funds accumulated a year later in the summer of 2025? You don't think that maybe they were able to gain 20 to 25 million euros on top of the 58 million euros to sign another player? Because that money can ultimately lead up to Leao. So I do think that it is very much possible. And you know, this guy signed with AC Milan back in 2019. His contract is currently going to expire in 2028, meaning that if we do sign him, he will still have 3 years left in his contract. And he also last made a contract extension on June 2nd, 2023. So this whole thing about his contract when he first signed with AC Milan, it could have been until 2026. And there could have been a year left in his contract and he would have been much cheaper. But because of that renewal, yes, his value was going to increase. But it is going to be very much worth it, because if you look at the past seasons with AC Milan, his numbers only continue to improve. In his first and second season, it was not the best, but it's normal, right? He made that shift to the Italian league, coming from the French league. And at AC Milan, AC Milan were not at their best state back in 2019 and 20 and 2021. And then came the 2021-2022 season where AC Milan were really improving and his numbers also improved. He played 42 matches and had 14 goals and 10 assists. It's really good. In the following season, which was the 2022-2023 season, he played 48 matches, scored 16 goals, and provided 11 assists, a direct upgrade to the 2021-2022 season. And then came the 2023-2024 season, where I believe he made an even greater impact and played 48 matches, scored 15 goals, and provided 12 assists. And then currently right now, he has 15 games under his name with 3 goals and 4 assists, basically having a goal contribution every other game. Like the report report previously stated, if he were to go to Hansi Flick's FC Barcelona, where the system is much more refined, much more mature, and more, I would say, world class, I'm gonna assume that if Leao were to come here, his numbers would blossom. It would go through the roof. I can see this player easily giving us 18 goals and like 18 to 19 assists. And then as for Jonathan David, he'll be for free. Like, I don't even count this as a signing. Like, yes, I know that he is going to be taking some space in the wage bill, but he is going to be for free. Barcelona do not have to spend any transfer fees at all. He's going to be a strong backup. He's going to be the player that can rotate to Lewandowski, give Lewandowski that ease of mind that he does not have to be available in every game, and it gives us that reassurance in the attack. Fernando Polo also stated that if Lewandowski ends up staying, the signing of a new number 9 might probably get postponed for one more season, and that basically means that Barcelona would not spend any money if Lewandowski does stay. But if they also sign Jonathan David, that's also considered as not spending any money. They would still sign Jonathan David. What the reporter is referring to is, if Lewandowski leaves, obviously Barcelona is going to try and go for Erling Haaland or Gyökeres. But if he stays, then Joan Laporta would be delaying the signing of Erling Haaland or Gyökeres for the summer of 2026. But as of now, the main priority is to bring in Leao and Jonathan David, two players who want to be a Barcelona player. This is going to be the projected starting 11 if Leao were to come in the summer of 2025. It's going to be Ter Stegen in goal, with our backline being Jules Koundé, Araujo, Cubarsí, and Alejandro Balde. Our double pivot will be Pedri and Gavi, assuming that these two players don't get any injuries and have consistent game time. And then our attacking four will be Dani Olmo as the central attacking midfielder, Lamine Yamal on the right wing position, Leao on the left wing position, and then Lewandowski in the striker position, making Lewandowski the luckiest man on earth. Also, if you guys do have any doubts about Barcelona maybe not generating enough income to really solidify the deal of Leao, it has recently been reported that Barcelona have confirmed that their home matches against Valencia, Alaves, and Atalanta in January will take place at the Estadio Olímpic, as UEFA rules prevent stadium changes during the initial phase of the Champions League. The club is now targeting a return to the newly renovated Spotify Camp Nou in mid-February 2025, which basically means that Barcelona have the potential to make even more this season through their stadium, because that stadium is going to be so massive. Even 60% of Spotify Camp Nou is a bigger audience than a full capacity Estadio Olímpic. Javi Miguel also stated that Barcelona could play their first match back at the Spotify Camp Nou on the 16th of February against Rayo Vallecano. So let me know in the comment sections down below, does the potential signing of Jonathan David and Leao for the summer of 2025 excite you as a Barcelona fan? Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.